Hello, happy holidays. Here we are again. Not that far from Sir Isaac Newton's birthday, the important guy who was actually born on December 25th. Excuse me while I straighten this out and not look so crooked. I still look crooked. Anyways, so here we are. And I, of course, have written another happy, feel-good poem for the holiday season, and I'm happy to share that with you. So please enjoy, and if you're watching this at work, you might want to wait till you get home. This year's poem is called, it's actually not written by me, it's written by somebody else, and it's called Christmas at Drumpf Tower, as told by an orange turd. And I'm sorry, I do not do an impersonation of that horrible man, so I'm just going to read it in my own voice. 'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the tower there was a sense of excitement with my brand new power. The servants, of course, were shivering in fear, knowing my wrath might always appear. I'd made them sign contracts so they'd never blab, and each woman's pussy had been given a grab. It was going to be a great Christmas night, and it, like my friends, would be nothing but white. I'd had my last fabulous, wonderful meeting, and had just settled in for a long night of tweeting. And soon I would be all snug in my bed, while visions of Ivanka danced in my head, awaiting Saint Nick with gifts of great worth, because I am the smartest person on earth. I'd gone to the mirror to admire my coiffure, laughing at what I'd made Romney endure. When out on the patio I heard a loud sound, I was sure that old Santa had just touched down. Having flown from the pole, where it is so cold, to bring me more things with my name stamped in gold. Instead, through the window crashed a large, ugly beast, more hideous than Hillary by 3 times at least. It had giant horns like the ones on a goat, and a strong stench was coming from its brown fur coat, carrying bells in one hand and a chain in the other. It was and a long, scary tongue. This was one ugly mother. Big fangs were coming from its smelly mouth. It reminded me of my voters down in the South. I yelled, "What the hell? You're not Saint Nick." It growled back at me, "Shut up, you dick. I'm not Santa Claus, that much is true. He doesn't visit a scumbag like you. For putzes with nothing but shit in their head, get visits from me, evil Krampus, instead." "What the hell is a Krampus?" I strongly inquired. "Get out of my house. I say you're fired." He spit in my face and kicked me in the balls, then tore down the paintings of me on my walls. "You see, Donny boy, you've been very bad, and because of your lies, a great nation's been had. You misled the country to form a strong bond with schmucks too stupid to know they'd been conned. Like you give a shit about the working class, but you lied and you got them to all kiss your ass. There'll be no Christmas joy as you had expected because of the way that you got elected. You just wanted glory and power and money to get adulation and grope every honey. You got racist people hollering and hooting, and you sucked a dick of that bastard Putin. The life of the Donald is one great big scam. You're less of a person than a rancid yam. You do nothing from which you will not gain, so this year, Donny boy, you get nothing but pain." Then he punched me real hard, right in the jaw, and I really cried at the next thing I saw. He grabbed all the books I pretend to have written, the only ones with which I am smitten, and whipped out his wiener and let out a strong pee, then called me a gunniff as he aimed some at me. He hit me real hard with that big rusty chain and cackled aloud as he did it again. "I heard you love coal," he said with a whoop, then pulled down the pants of my suit with one swoop. What he did with the coal, I'd rather not say, but I'll be pooping black until Valentine's Day. I was writhing in pain from the coal at my shitter, but soon I will call him a loser on Twitter. "Okay, I'm done," he said with a punch, as he grabbed my beautiful hair in a bunch and slapped me once more with a hand quite hirsute. Now I'm off to see your boys Rudy and Newt, and your racist friend Bannon will get a hard smack, and I'll tell him that Santa and Jesus are black. Then into my gut I felt one more thump. America was great till it voted for Trump. So this Christmas, Santa won't bring me more stuff. You might think a rich guy like me had enough. But I have another idea in store, 'cause I'll use my new job to score me some more. Yes, getting even richer, that will be my play, if my boss Vladimir says it's okay. So there you are, another uplifting, happy holiday poem for you to share with the family, perhaps around Christmas dinner, around the fire while you're roasting your chestnuts. Anyways, it's been a horrible year for the world, and I'd say next year can only be better, but that fucking idiot is going to be president next year. So it's not. And if you voted for Trump and you are offended by this poem, I think you know the two words I have for you are not Merry Christmas. So anyways, enjoy. Have a happy holiday. I imagine I'll be probably executed for doing this. So this may be my last poem ever. But you have good holidays, and whatever holiday it is you celebrate, or if you don't celebrate. Me, again this year, I'm going to a movie and having Chinese food. Bye.